Just love to the family. How's everyone doing? How's everyone feeling? Just want to chime in real quickly. I'm 46 years old, family, and I'm blessed to have the level of comprehension and awareness of the ultimate technology across this planet, and the desire to focus upon establishing longevity well past 70. And I don't pay age any attention, family, at all. It's an illusion. We do not die. This is just a physical body. And then when we understand, or should I say, when we dive off into information, which is something I do on a daily basis, then we'll come to the understanding that there is a reason why we no longer live to 1,000 years. There's a reason why the physical body, breaks down and things of this nature. So once you have clear understanding of these reasons, then hopefully you as an individual will begin to apply the pressure with doing what is necessary to function at a high capacity. The body needs minerals. The body is made up mostly of water, structured water, H3O2. The breathing in of oxygen as opposed to hydrogen is the reasons, or one of the reasons, you know what I mean? Because there is a plethora of reasons within this reality that we are experiencing due to the people that have been running this world for a short time and their time is up. But as we continue to move forward with clear understanding, understanding, overstanding of the ultimate technology across this planet, and the understanding that the human body is not designed to eat meat, specifically if you are a nine-ether carbonated being. We have a lot of people with difference of opinions based off of where their desires lie at, or the lack of control. But the human body is not designed to eat meat, period. So if you are a carbonated nine ether and if you are still consuming meat, then I will say to you that this is a desire of yours, a choice of yours, because you do have that choice. But let's alleviate, man, the excuses and justifications, aka finding reasons of why your consumption of meat, or your continuous consumption of meat, is something, man, that is correct, or something, man, that is, beneficial. As opposed to, if you was to alleviate, get rid of meat from your diet, that you will be losing out or missing out, or your physical body will be breaking down, because that's just pure ignorance, aka meaning you lack information. And then at the same time, that's just you and your fucking ego and your shitty desires of wanting to consume meat. Not even understanding that it's not even the meat that you like. It is the herbs and the seasonings that is put upon it, and the texture. That same texture can be established once you transition, man, to what it is that your physical body was designed, man, to consume. And then when we talking about food, even the consumption of food itself, does it not take away from the body? So we must be careful whom we listen to. Or I'm not going to say we must be careful whom we listen to, because what's going to resonate is going to be based off of where you're at, what it is that you are consuming at that time, or in love with what it is that you are consuming at that time. You know what I mean? How this is making your physical body feel. and things of this nature. But when we talking about God consciousness, then the consumption, man, of meat or certain type of foods will determine where the level of consciousness. Now, am I saying that those that consume meat don't have high level consciousness, intellectuals, and things of this nature? No, I'm not saying that at all. But for those that do consume this and then come up with reasons, then this is where God consciousness, man, at its highest point cannot be reached. Because if this individual was, say, at a higher level, and higher level doesn't mean better than. This just simply means, you know what I mean, the process of ascension to reach the highest point. Once you at the highest point, once you within that space, then you are to the left, to the right, as above, so below. You was right there. So how do one get to the highest point? There's levels, is it not so? 5 stages of degeneration begins with breatharianism, number 1, liquidarianism, 2, fruitarianism, 3, vegetarianism, 4, and 5, carnivorism. What is that number 1? Breatharianism, no consumption of food. So is it not a clear indication that that is the highest point? The breath. So how do you think, man, your breath, if we was to put the breath of individuals and what it is that they're consuming on a particular scale and we was to weigh that out, where do you think your breath would be if you are consuming meat? Do you think it would be at a level of someone, man, that's not consuming meat? This is high level wisdom, high level consciousness based off of observation. My philosophy is observation is dealing with perception. Perception is dealing with observation. Too many times people want to push out, be seen, be heard, as opposed, man, to silence, be still. So I just wanted to share that because, you know, it's clear, man, people wear their emotions on their sleeve. And when I listen to, certain channels such as Black 363 and certain individuals that is consuming meat, they will say, oh, well, eat to your blood type. Don't listen to, vegans or this one or that one. And everyone is battling for position of their point of views. Is that God consciousness at its highest peak to even do that? Even with me not consuming meat, I'm not here to pass judgment. I'm here to share levels of perceptions of how we can view these conversations and how we place ourselves in a position of when we are asked certain questions, not to be in a defensive mind state, emotional mind state, to say such things where an individual such as myself can clearly see that you are emotional, you are in your ego, as opposed, man, to the seat of consciousness, man, operating from the heart space. Because even while I'm vegan and I do not consume meat, there's still levels, man, that I must go. severe, extreme levels. So I'm not placing myself over anyone. I'm just sharing levels of perception, sharing elevated consciousness, wisdom, hikmah, truth at high capacity. With that being said, peace, love. Earth. Send the heart chakra love frequency. Love is the answer to everything in life. And one must dive deep into your mental health. And one must operate from the heart center. Kim, quintessential individual in management position of self. Apply the pressure. Peace, love. Earth God.